I feel like this is how the world should be. Like everyone should be comfortably themselves. I touched on this a little bit in my most recent video, the one right before this one actually. Let me wait till this airplane passes. All right, I should have paused it. I'm over here waiting. All right, yeah. So, all right, so this is how I feel the world should be. We shouldn't be coming back home from work all tired and sluggish and grumpy. We should be coming back from work tired, not grumpy or sluggish, but tired. You know, like meaning you put in work somewhere other than home. How many of us are truly happy at our jobs? You know, truly happy. Like there's nothing else we would rather be doing in that very moment. And if there, what would you like if you had anything you can do? What would you be doing? What would you be doing? What is your dream? Figure out your dream. Figure out what you're naturally good at. Maybe. Hopefully that is your dream. Because some of us are naturally good at things and we don't like it or something. I don't know. It could happen. It happens. So yeah, figure out something that you that you know you can succeed in. You know that you like doing. That brings joy to your heart. And go after it. Go after it. Make a living, of course. Like do what you have to do, but never give up on your dream. Keep that clo- keep that in your heart. Keep that in your heart. Because being able to create your dream in real life, being able to manifest your dream in real life is a beautiful thing. Because then you never have to work a day in your life. Imagine. You'll just be doing what you love and getting paid, making a living. That's beautiful. But right now it's just a dream because all of us are distracted, including me. Because you know we're not meant to be doing these things that we do daily. We're not meant to do all these like going to work that we just to make a paycheck because money isn't everything. Your time is so important. Your time is so important. And most of us waste it. Not waste. Some of us waste it. But nah, we can definitely spend our time more better is how I would like to put it. How I put it. That's beautiful. So yeah, what would you be doing if you weren't working so hard to get a paycheck, you know? Where they can just fire you at any moment and you know it. Like I don't wanna have to kiss butt to earn a position. Like there's been a lot of I've I don't wanna talk down on anyone. But there are people who got positions and I'm like, how did you get it? And they're giving me a hard time. How did you get that position? And I feel like I definitely work harder than you. I'm always in a positive mood. Sorry to bring it towards myself, but like I'm just thinking right now because there were a lot of people where I've worked in many places I've worked. I wasn't always um, the best. I wasn't always good, but once I became good and really liked what I was doing, like I noticed that there was people in the position I was training for. For example, I wanted to be a trainer at uh, a job called Global Canine Protection Group, and I actually liked it. I liked it because I bonded with my dog. It wasn't just a paycheck. I loved that job. It was beautiful. I was good at it. I really was good at it. Did I need more practice? Of course, I can always improve. I can always improve. But yeah, I feel like I took it more seriously than most people. And there were people in higher up positions than me who didn't feel like, who I didn't feel like they were taking actual care of their position. Like they didn't really care. They're glad they got their position. They're proud of their position, which I'm happy for them about. Like I'm happy for them. But at the same time, I feel like I don't know. There's a lot of I feel like I earned it. Like I could have. I was terminated from that job. They took away my dog and everything, my partner, out of nowhere. And I'm not an angel, man. I'm not an angel. But I don't know. Like yeah, I don't want to have to kiss butt to earn a position. Like I wanna. This happens a lot in people's jobs. I hear it. I know it happens. I know it happens. If it happened to me like that, I know it happens everywhere else. Like you can be the hardest working person, but instead of giving you a promotion which you deserve for being a hard worker, they'll overwork you. Like okay, this guy can work. This guy can work. We'll get someone who's slightly more lazier, who works well, and we'll get him on board to get this position, this higher up position. But him, the harder worker, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just trying to say it as I feel it needs to be said. Um, yeah, they'll overwork the very good workers, the loyal workers. I heard of a person who, like at McDonald's, my voice has been cracking all day. Yeah, so I heard about this worker at McDonald's where he was working, or some kind of fast food chain, and he was working there pretty much his whole life. And instead of, you know, proper properly recognizing it, in my opinion, they gave him a shirt from what I heard or read. I forgot. I know I read or heard that somewhere before, whether it was on Instagram, the news, or something. Yeah, they gave him a shirt. Like, thanks for spending at least 50 or 40 years of your life here. A shirt. Not even a vacation. I'm sure the guy was grateful. Thank you. Imagine, but that it feels like a slap in the face. Like that sucks. I don't know. We can, as a real boss, we should appreciate our workers a lot more than that. That's for sure. Cause yeah, we're the we're the people who run no, we're the people who make the company money. You may run the company, so give us a fair share. We all do our part. Instead, we settle for less because we're loyal, but not loyal to ourselves. It doesn't feel like because if we were able to all band together, we can seriously create the change. Us as in us as the workers. Like if they're not taking one man seriously, if they want to fire that one guy for standing up for everyone else, or just plainly himself, if they want to fire him, which is that sucks. Because I still feel like this is like relating to me. Like I feel like they um they power tripped on me. Like they I wanted to be a trainer, and I told them, sorry to bring it on me, but yeah, this is a perfect example. I don't want to hide it or feel like I should hide it just because I know they don't want me talking about it, or they don't. Yeah. Um. Yeah, like it's easy to take out one person, like fire him. Like, oh, this guy, he's telling the truth. He does deserve a raise, but he's talking about a raise for everyone. Nah, just fine. I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone who deserves it, at least the people who really earn it, like, damn. I don't want to make it seem like like I'm ungrateful in any job, like I deserve more of a pay. Nah, that's not what I'm intending on saying or meaning, That's not what I mean. Nah, let me pause it. Yeah, going back on this, I don't feel like it only happened to me. I feel like this happens quite frequently, actually. Like there are people who get smart or get bold. In other words, bold is a better word. Like, and they start recognizing that they're valuable. So they, like but never think you're too big for the company. Like, no, they gave you an opportunity. Be grateful. Be grateful. Like, they didn't have to hire you. You're in their house. But yeah, if you're putting in work, I do feel like you do deserve a bigger um part of the prize. If money is the prize, I feel like I do deserve a bigger chunk of it. Again, nothing, not even nothing close to the people who had to create it, because I know that took hard work. I know that took hard work. I'm not asking for anything like that. They deserve a huge part of the cut. But the people, the men on the ground, they deserve a big chunk too. Because the big guys, um, the guys on top, right? They should be running the company as they do, but they should be recognizing, okay, this guy is putting in work, so let's give him a raise. Let's give him a raise. Make him want to stay here. Like, because for what he's doing, that's bring him on board. Bring him on board. He has been putting in the work, and he is good at it. Make him a trainer, and we'll see how he does as a trainer. We'll train him to be a trainer, and if he doesn't fit the cut, then he doesn't fit the cut. I'm talking about me still. Like, well, nah, I feel like, all right. So staying on myself. I feel like once they found out a lot, like that I wanted to be a canine handler trainer, and probably that's why I was working so hard or whatever. They're they're like, oh no, we can't let this happen. I feel like there's a lot of jealousy involved with the other trainers, and they're the ones who taught me. They taught me a lot, but I have my own brain too. Look what I can do. Look what I can bring to the table too. I'm not just freeloading. Give me a trainer position. I don't deserve it, but give it to me. Like, no, dude, I wasn't even pushy. Like, no, like, I applied to be a trainer, right? Or I asked them, do you have? Oh yeah, I asked them, like, do you think I have a chance to be a trainer? They're all like, yeah, keep up what you're doing. I believe someone said that. Whoever I asked, they did say that. Just keep up what you're doing. They said it respectfully though. They said it respectfully. Yeah, like just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, but little by little, I've noticed that one of the one of the higher ups um did not like me for whatever reason. They just did not like me. Whatever their reason is, I don't know it because they didn't tell me. They expressed that they didn't like me, pretty much, without saying it. You know, just hey, dude, I don't like you. Like no, they didn't say it like that. They just proved it to me. Like what the hell? That's how you treat me? That's how you talk to me? Yeah, and me, I didn't like that, so I reported it, and that's what really got me in trouble. I reported a higher up, two other higher ups that were his friend, and that's where I went wrong. I remember they asked me to make a report. This is me talking about me now. I apologize for that because no one asked. But yeah, I just want. I guess it needed to be brought up because that's what I'm bringing up right now. Because I was truly happy there. I was truly happy there. My goodness. Um. Yeah. So I made a report. Right. They asked me what had happened because this guy was pretty much harassing. Like I forgot what started it though. Like he started sending me to places and then wanting me to leave that place. I think he did that twice actually. Like he wanted me to leave without getting paid. I'm like, what are you talking about? You told me to come here at this time, so I showed up at this time. But then someone else came at the same time, trying to do the exact same shift. So how was that my fault? How am I getting penalized for showing up when you told me to, where you told me to? How am I getting penalized for that? Like he wanted me to just clock out, like, and not get paid for what I just did. Like no, like I told him I already did my job, and I do expect to get paid because I did do my job. It truly wasn't my fault. I think you should have. This is how I told him. I think you should have. In slightly, I'm paraphrasing. This is how you should have like what? You should have changed. You should have been handled the scheduling. I understand mistakes happen, but you're trying to penalize me for a mistake that you did. I showed up, I did my job, and now you want me to clock out and not get paid for what I did? Like that's not right to anyone. And I expect everyone to say something if that ever happened to them because it's not right to be taken advantage of like that. I was the little man in the game, but you don't take advantage of anyone in any game just because you feel you're superior or you're in a higher up position. No. At the end of the day, we're all men and women, equally standing tall. So yeah. So I ended up. So that happened, right? He tried to send me home or whatever. So I ended up going to my other warehouse that I was supposed to go to that day. We work multiple warehouses during this job in a day, sometimes. And yeah, so this one, I went to this job and he was there. The guy who misscheduled two people at the same place, you know, where there was only room for one person in that location. Very small location. Yeah, so he showed up there before I did, cause I showed up early. I showed up early to that warehouse, and he was in the porta potty. I remember him coming out, and I was like, "Who's that? Who's that coming out?" Cause I was already, I got, even though I was early, I got out my car. I was ready to walk in with my partner to the warehouse just to chill in there for like I think it was an hour. I got there an hour early just cause like yeah, or 30 minutes. I think it was an hour though, or 45 minutes. One of them. I know that's a big thing, but one of them, one of them. An hour, 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. But yeah, the point is I got there early. I was gonna go inside, And then this guy's walking up to me, and then I recognize that it is him. It's the guy. And then he comes at me, he talks to me, he comes at me. He comes to me, and then what does he say? Look, I already know this guy doesn't like me because there were more situations prior to that that showed me that, okay, this guy does not like me. He's already giving me a hard time, speaking to me a little disrespectfully. I'm trying, yeah. And I was handling it as best as I could, which was very respectful. And yeah, so I put my hands up like, dude, I don't want no trouble with you, but I also don't want to talk to you. You're acting strange with me. I told him like that, something like that, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but my demeanor stays the same, respectful. But how I said it just now, but yeah, just hear me out. I'm just like thinking back on it, like, can't believe they got away with it because I did eventually get terminated, and the reason for that termination was for termination for cause. They didn't give me a reason, no matter how many times I asked. It's alright. So yeah, anyways, he comes to me, why your hands up? Are you scared of me? I'm like, ugh, I'm not scared of you. I just don't want to talk to you. You're already treating me like you don't like me, and oh yeah, and then he accused me of being high on the job, and I was like, I mean, what did I do? I looked at him and I said, I'm not high. I don't know what you're looking at. I told him like that, like I am not high. Oh, I even said you can drug test me. He backed off immediately. But then this guy, how did it go? I'm trying to remember the exact, like I'm making something up. That's why I had to try and remember. No, I'm just trying to remember. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've thought about this. I didn't even know I was gonna talk about this. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me though. I was like blocking the mic, or not the mic, but something. I was blocking the bottom of the phone. I remember telling them like, you can drug test me, and I called up one of the other supervisors. Oh, and the reason he came is because the reason he came to that warehouse in the first place was because he heard from another person that I had told I was gonna report him. He had heard that I was gonna report him from another person I had told, you know. So I'm like, damn, it's alright. I'm not trying to get the edge over him anyways, but like he was gonna find out about the thing anyways. I just wasn't gonna tell him. I was gonna, okay. Oh, I did tell him. See, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm messing up the whole thing, but it's been a while. This is all documented, by the way. Like all the reports about me and him, I reported it. It was like there's a whole paper trail. People just didn't listen to me for whatever reason. Like small pawn in the game, so they didn't take me seriously. But still, you shouldn't feel the need to kiss anyone's butt to remain in a position. Respect people like you would want to be respected. I do apologize for being all over the place, by the way. Like again, I didn't even know I was gonna be talking about this. Yeah, so I had called someone because he came at me, right. He asked me like if I was high, so I called another higher up, and he was over here trying. You know how he backed down the first time? I told him what was happening. The guy on the phone. I told him what was happening. Like this guy just accused me of being high. Or I was telling him everything but that, and then he in the back. All right, I'm telling this one guy explaining everything, and I haven't got to the him calling me high, which is why I called him in the first place. And then this guy who called me high, says, "Look, he looks high." I'm like, and I was on the phone, right? So I'm like, FaceTime me. Immediately, I FaceTime the guy I was on the call with to look at me. He look. He just accused me of being high. He just accused me of being high. Do I look high? And he's all like, no, or something like that. I forgot his name. I shouldn't even mention his name, but yeah, he's all like, nah, you don't like I. But he was like trying to calm me down. Like, how am I supposed to calm down? Because I was like, dude, this guy just accused me of being high. He's trying to scare me into what, not reporting him. Well, that didn't work. I reported him even harder after that. Cause like, all right, so at first it was like harassment, and then him just picking on me, sending me to places, not wanting me to get paid. That's a small little report, right? Small little report, cause he made it an issue with me. And then he comes over here harassing me, asking me if I was high. So that's when that's when I was gonna add that to another report, or the same report. And yeah, he just gave me another reason to report him. So he said the guy I was on FaceTime with at this point. Oh, the guy walked away now at this point because he realized like, oh, okay, I don't look high to this guy. You know what I'm saying? The guy who's FaceTiming me, the guy who's on me. Yeah, so he walked away. This guy walked away. And yeah, he left. I was asked to make a report, which I gladly did, and I remembered it precisely. I even still have the reports, but again, I wasn't expecting to talk about this, so it's a little fuzzy, you know. But it is all there. I can actually go back to it and come back with you guys, but right now I'm just saying it at the top of my dome, you know. Yeah, yeah. So he ended up going home. My report was filed, and I was told by the people I reported him to that he would have to make a report too, like explaining himself. But you know what happened? I don't know if it was I don't know when it was, or if it was this time, because again there were many reports. All right, so I don't know if it was another time or the same time that like one of the reports made it to them, right? The people I was reporting him to, and they went to the guy I was reporting, showed him, supposedly they showed him, they told me on the phone, they showed him my report, and then was asked to make a his side of the story. I'm like, why do that? Why do that? You're giving him an opportunity to look at what I'm saying. Have him explain himself, and then you guys talk amongst yourself and decide for yourself. Why does he have a say in it at all? Who is he? Besides another higher up. I get it, you guys are all friends, but if you guys are just trying to get to the bottom of who's in the wrong, he shouldn't be involved in trying to figure out who's in the wrong between him and I. Him and I. Come on. I don't know. I didn't feel like that was right. I still don't. That's not right. No matter, I don't think you can justify that. I don't know if the people who, I do think there was a form of blackmail and fear in all of their hearts. Because I think my whole story with Global Canine, not to think I'm a threat to anyone in power, but I do feel like me drinking my own urine, liking magic mushrooms, and liking health in general, and looking well. To be honest, I feel like I do look well, like I take care of myself well, especially back then. And I'm very respectful. I feel like maybe they thought of me as a threat. If it's not to anyone of them, I don't know, it was someone definitely felt threatened. That's Someone definitely felt threatened by my presence. And since I'm going in, let me tell you my theory now. my theory now. I feel like what got me in trouble the most was urine therapy because yeah, when people would ask me like about how my skin looks, about how like what I eat and stuff like that, because it I ended up in conversations. Because like I guess I don't want to sound like I'm patting myself on the back, but maybe people saw something in me that they liked, but not everyone liked it or agreed with it. Like so, urine therapy, magic mushrooms, and overall health and well-being. I'm also alkaline. Alkaline is a big word. What if your pee is alkaline, which I feel is what got me truly in trouble with the law instead of magic mushrooms, right? I feel like it was the urine therapy that really got me in trouble. Because the key, what if, as I believe, truly believe, what if your own urine is the cure to all diseases? What if it's true? Whether or not you believe it, what if it's true? Then all of these pharmaceutical businesses would go out of business if we took that information seriously. Like if it was true and we all just peed in a cup and drank it or utilize it in any other way, either through like stuff like that'll be the cure to all ailments. We wouldn't need them. And they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. A lot of people have died. Excuse me. I'm touching on a lot of subjects right now. A lot of people have died telling the truth. Because there's people value money. Sometimes more than humans. I can go on and on. Alright. God bless you guys. Gotta save more content. Gotta save the content for another video. Alright, love you guys again. God bless you guys.